The Caribbean sun blazes high, glittering across turquoise waves that stretch endlessly toward the horizon. The air hums with luxury, laughter, music, and the lower of a private drone capturing golden moments. On a pristine white sand beach, Kylie Jenner steps out of her cabana. The very picture of summer glamour, her body glistens under the sun, wrapped in a tiny neon bikini that barely hides her famous curves. Diamond-studded sunglasses shimmer over her eyes. A photographer from Vogue Travel whispers, "She's glowing again." And it's true, Kylie looks radiant, playful, alive. But there's something else. No Timothée Chalamet, not even a whisper of him. No shared stories, no sightings, no social posts. Just Kylie, surrounded by her glam team, her best friend Anastasia Stassi Karen Nicolau, and a few discreet bodyguards dot as she sips from a chilled coconut with her long, manicured nails. Paparazzi lenses click from the edge of the private resort. One headline emerges within hours. Kylie Jenner vacations solo. Is Timothée gone for good? On Instagram, the pictures explode. Fans swarm her comments. Where's Timmy? She looks too happy to be heartbroken. Single era incoming? Kylie doesn't reply. She simply uploads a boomerang of her flipping her hair in slow motion. Caption: Golden R hits different. The post gets 8 million likes in 3 hours. Behind the scenes, whispers grow louder. Her team tries to play it cool, but one assistant overhears Kylie's makeup artist say, "She hasn't called him once since we got here." And just like that, gossip turns into speculation. Later that evening, the beach transforms into a candlelit paradise. Fairy lights sneak through palm trees, and a private dinner for 12 is set along the shore. Kylie arrives in a white silk slip dress, her hair cascading down her shoulders. Every guest has their phone ready, capturing the glow, the champagne, the sparkle. But when one influencer asks, "So, where's Timmy tonight?" Kylie just smiles, that perfectly composed, PR-proof smile, and says, "Sometimes a girl just needs her own sunshine." Her answer sets the internet on fire. By midnight, TMZ drops an alert. Kylie Jenner enjoys solo Caribbean getaway. Trouble in paradise? But something feels different this time. Kylie's aura isn't sad. It's fierce, focused. The same energy she had right before launching Kylie Cosmetics 2.0. As waves crash softly in the background, a drone catches one last image. Kylie standing alone under the moonlight, looking out to sea. Her phone buzzes in her hand. She glances at it, her expression unreadable. The name on the screen is Timothée. But after a long pause, she lets it ring out. Into part 1. Next, paparazzi chaos, Hollywood whispers, and a surprise red carpet twist. Part 2. The red carpet shock back in Los Angeles. 3 days later, the world waits. Kylie's private jet lands at Van Nuys under heavy security. Her Caribbean tan glows under flashes of paparazzi lights. Reporters swarm, shouting questions. "Kylie, are you and Timothée still together? Was it a breakup trip? Did you unfollow him?" She walks past them, silent, lips glossed, wrapped in a beige trench coat and oversized shades. Inside her car, her phone buzzes again. This time, it's Kris Jenner. "Sweetheart, just smile through it. Don't say a word. Let them guess." That's the Jenner rule. Control the story by never confirming it. 2 nights later, she appears, unannounced, at the Met Gala after party in New York. The internet explodes. She wears a crimson velvet corset gown, diamonds dripping from her ears. Her hair slicked back like old Hollywood glamour. She's surrounded by A-listers, Rihanna, Dua Lipa, and Gigi Hadid. But all eyes are on her. Then, out of nowhere, a gasp ripples through the crowd. Timothée Chalamet walks in. The cameras flash like lightning. He's in a black tuxedo, effortlessly cool, that signature smirk playing on his lips. But he doesn't go to Kylie. Instead, he chats with the director, sips champagne, and acts like she's not even there. Kylie keeps her composure. She laughs with Gigi, poses for photos, clinks glasses. But her eyes dart toward Timothée more than once. Paparazzi outside catch the tension instantly. One headline the next morning screams, "Cold War at the Met Gala. Kylie and Timothée avoid each other all night." Inside sources leak whispers of a heated argument before the event. A stylist claims they had a fight over something big. Kylie's heartbroken, but she'll never show it. And then, the twist. Hours later, Kylie uploads a story, a close-up of her red lips, whispering. Sometimes silence says everything. Fans dissect every frame. Was she hinting at heartbreak or revenge? By morning, the internet is divided. Team Kylie, Team Timmy, the Hollywood guessing game begins. But one thing is clear. This love story is turning into something much bigger. And just as fans start to think it's over, a new photo leaks. Timothée leaving a secret dinner with Kendall Jenner's ex. The jet engines fade. Flashbulbs rise like a glitter storm. Kylie steps out of Van Nuys with a slow, movie star grace, a beige trench tied tight, sunglasses reflecting a wall of cameras. The air is chaos, reporters yelling, shutters clacking like rain. She says nothing. She glides. A security guard opens the SUV door and the world's loudest question slips. Into the quiet car with her. Where's Timothée? Her phone buzzes. Hi, Mom, she says, voice soft, face unreadable. Chris answers like a general on a battlefield. Sweetheart, listen to me. You look gorgeous. You say nothing. You post late. Make them chase. There's a smile in her voice. This is the art form. This is the game. Kylie nods to no one, staring at the city moving past her window. She is bronze and calm and a little too still. On her lap, a tiny silver clutch vibrates. It lights up with a name, then dims. Cut to 2 nights later, New York. The air is cold and electric. It's Met Gala night, and the after party is a fantasy set, velvet ropes, mirrored walls, a ceiling dripping with crystals. The bass is slow and decadent. Time feels glossy. Phones are held like diamonds. Kylie steps inside and the room inhales. The dress is a deep crimson velvet, boned and sculpted like old Hollywood armor. Her skin glows. A diamond strand curves at her throat like a secret. Her hair is a sleek waterfall. A waiter offers champagne and she takes it gently, a soft click of glass against her ring. She smiles at Rihanna, hugs Gigi, air kisses Dua. She is technically alone and yet never alone. The curve of the room leans toward her, like she's gravity. Outside, paparazzi bark into walkie-talkies. She's in post-go live. Like stack up like chips at a casino. Comments flooding. She looks lethal. Where's Timmy? This is a breakup dress if I ever saw one. The internet breathes in unison. Inside, the DJ drops a retro track. Light flares across the dance floor. The crowd parts just slightly, and a shadow becomes a silhouette, becomes a headline. Timothée, black tuxedo, clean lines, hair perfectly messy. That smile, the one that reads as shy on camera, sharp in person. He steps in like a rumor with legs. He nods to a director, claps hands with a producer. He does not look at her. Not once. It lands like thunder, without sound. Kylie tilts her chin a half-degree higher. She turns to the camera nearest her and bats her lashes. The flash loves her. She drifts to a table with Gigi and to designers in silk blazers. The world starts screen recording. The two of them become planets that share a sky but never meet. Every angle is captured. Kylie's laugh sparkling into a coupe glass. Timothée leaning, listening, the corner of his mouth crooked. The gossip cycle ignites instantly. A stylist tweets, later deletes. They didn't speak all night. Something's up. In a corner of the room, a publicist whispers, "We need a moment." Another replies, "No, we need mystery. That's the currency." Mystery keeps lights on. Kylie floats to the powder room, trailing perfume and suspicion. In the mirror, she studies a woman who looks soft and strong at once. Her phone vibrates again. A message slides onto the screen, short and private. She reads, unreadable. She locks the screen. Lipstick, perfect. Shoulders, back. She returns to the party like a soundtrack change. On the dance floor, she lets a rhythm catch her hips. A camera pans. The crowd shifts. And for a single heartbeat, there they are, directly across from each other. Not touching, not speaking. Just two stories with a long pause between them. She looks away first, or does he? The internet will split over this for days. Midnight ticks closer. Outside, the sidewalk is a cage of light. Lenses push through gaps in the barricades. A photographer mutters, "Give me something." Inside, fate gives him exactly that. Kylie steps toward the exit with her team, crimson velvet trailing like a comet. Timothée's path arcs toward a side door. A sound engineer drops a cable. Someone gasps. The crowd swirls, and suddenly they're within arm's length. The room holds its breath. Even the bass seems to hush. "Hi," he says. Just that. Warm, neutral, dangerous. "Hi," she answers. A perfect mirror, a beat, and then he smiles in a way that looks like an apology, or a challenge, or a door closing. "You look good." The word lands like a pebble in deep water. Always, she says, and it isn't a brag. It's policy. A handler steps between them the way lightning breaks the sky. We're moving, someone says. The moment collapses into cell phone glare. To security teams, to exits, a dozen headlines ready to be born. They don't touch. They don't pose. They just continue existing, which somehow makes everything louder. At 2:07 a.m. Kylie posts a 4-second story, a close-up of red lips, whisper soft, a hint of a smirk. Text overlay. Sometimes silence says everything. The story loops. The fandom detonates. Reaction videos bloom like fireworks. She's done. She's thriving. No, she's hurting. Queen energy. Soft launch of a breakup. Twitter trends buckle under the weight of it. By sunrise. Media outlets spin the night into 1,000 versions. Cold War. Silent breakup. Star-crossed at the Met. A source close to the couple drops a line to a reporter. They needed space for a minute. Another counters. They were never official. The contradictions are the point. Confusion is content. Mid-morning, a grainy photo leaks. Timothée leaving a late dinner. Not alone. The face with him is half hidden, but the frame asks cruel questions. Blog zoom, crop, brighten, invent. One site insists it's a director's assistant. Another claims it's an old friend. A third stirs gasoline into the feed. Looks like someone connected to the Jenner orbit. Kylie wakes to 1,000 notifications and the slow ache of the world watching. She stretches, stares at the ceiling, breathes. She has done this before. She knows where the oxygen lives. She posts nothing. She answers no one. She opens her balcony doors and lets cold New York air fill the room. Somewhere below, a photographer waits in a parked car, sipping coffee, praying for a shadow at a window. At noon, Chris texts, lunch, we plan, we pivot. Kylie types, deletes, types again. 3 dots hover in an invisible conversation. She chooses silence that feels like armor. Outside a Soho hotel, engines hum. A black SUV door opens. Flashbulbs ignite. Paparazzi surge forward. Voices colliding. Kylie. Kylie, are you still with Timothée? Kylie, did he cheat? Kylie, is this a stunt? She steps out in tailored charcoal, hair in a perfect knot, expression smooth as glass. She smiles like someone who knows the ending and won't share the spoilers. She walks past the questions as if they're raindrops. Then a new sound knifes through the noise. A fan scream, not of joy, but shock. Phones whip toward the street corner. Another SUV door opens across the block. A lean figure in a cap and coat steps out, head low, stride familiar. Every camera pivots at once. Is it him? And if it is, why is he with her? The next morning in New York, the tabloids don't rest. They feast. Every newsstand, every trending page, every gossip channel blares the same mystery. Who was the woman with Timothée? Paparazzi clips loop like fire. A slim figure in a black coat, face half hidden, stepping into a car beside him. Speculation multiplies by the minute. Was it a co-star, an ex, a random dinner companion, or something far more scandalous? By sunrise, one theory ignites the internet like a match to perfume. The mystery woman might be Kendall, Jenner's friend. The comment sections detonate. No way Kylie's sister's circle is mixing with Timmy. Family drama incoming. This is Kardashian chaos 2.0, luxury, lies, and leaks. Kylie wakes up late that morning, tangled in hotel sheets, her phone blinking with hundreds of missed messages. Her PR manager calls first. Kylie, honey, don't open Twitter. It's bad. Too late. She's already scrolling. Her jaw tightens. Her eyes, still sleepy, go cold. The photo is everywhere. Timothée, call her up, glancing toward a woman whose hair looks a lot like Kendall's bestie Haley's assistant. Kylie tosses the phone aside and steps onto the balcony, the cold air biting her skin. She exhales slowly, lips pressed tight. Below her, a photographer aims his long lens upward, hoping for a reaction shot. He gets nothing. The silence is her shield. Her stylist, Donnie, walks in, holding a rack of outfits for her next brand meeting. Kylie, we can reschedule if you... No, Kylie says. We don't cancel. We show up. She chooses a cream blazer, gold hoops, and oversized sunglasses. Her armor. But as she heads down to the lobby, her phone buzzes again. A name flashes across the screen. Kendall, sister to sister Kylie. Kendall's voice is gentle, cautious. You've seen the pictures? Kylie doesn't answer. The elevator dings softly. I swear, I had no idea. Kendall continues. She's not with him. It was just dinner. He didn't even talk about you. I think it was some event thing. Kylie exhales sharply. Why is everyone in our family always at dinner with my exes? A pause. The kind only sisters can have, where the silence is full of history, love, and a touch of rivalry. Kylie, Kendall says quietly, don't let them play you. They're waiting for you to crack. Just breathe. Kylie closes her eyes. I'm fine. But she's not. The elevator opens and the flashbulbs attack again. Cameras, voices. Chaos. Kylie, did Kendall's friend steal your man? Are the Jenners feuding again? Is this PR or heartbreak? She walks through it all like marble come to life, lips steady, head high, inside the car. Her driver glances in the mirror. Where to, Miss Jenner? Kylie looks out at the skyline, a glint of defiance in her eyes. Go to Soho House, the private dinner that night. Whispers spread through celebrity group chats. Kylie is hosting a private dinner for close friends only. No plus ones. No cameras. No phones. Inside the candlelit room, the vibe is tense, luxurious, and slightly dangerous. Crystal glasses sparkle beside gold plates. Every outfit is designer. Every glance is weight. Kylie sits at the head of the table in a black satin corset dress. Her energy is magnetic, calm on the surface. But her eyes say don't cross me tonight. With Stassi toasts to fresh starts, Kylie smiles but doesn't lift her glass. Halfway through dessert, a whisper travels across the room like smoke. Did you hear? Timothée was spotted again, this time in L.A. Phones buzz under the table. A paparazzi shot leaks mid-dinner, Timothée laughing at an outdoor cafe. Not with Kendall's friend this time, with a producer. Female. Kylie glances at the screen, then looks up slowly, her expression unreadable. They're really working overtime, she says. Let them. The table goes silent. No one knows if she's hurt or plotting something. Maybe both. The family meetings next morning. Kris Jenner summons an emergency family catch-up at her Hidden Hills mansion. The long marble table is set like a war council. Cameras are off. This isn't for Hulu. Kris starts. Girls, the press is circling like sharks. We either control the narrative or drown in it. Kendall sighs. Mom, it's not my fault. Kylie cuts in, voice cold. No one said it was. Kris folds her hands. Kylie, darling, you have the options. You can go quiet, let it fade, or we use it. Maybe tease a new campaign. Play it like power, not pain. Kylie looks at her mother, a slow, knowing smile forming. Maybe both. A post that shakes the internet that evening. Kylie uploads a new post. A carousel of photos from the Caribbean. The final image is the one that breaks the web. Kylie standing alone in a shimmering gold bikini. The ocean glowing behind her, one hand brushing her hair. The caption reads, sometimes paradise is better solo. Fans lose their minds. She's unbothered. Queen behavior. Timmy who? But the real twist comes 20 minutes later when Timothée likes the post. Screenshots spread like wildfire. The gossip machine restarts. Did he mean to like it? Is it a peace signal? A mistake? Kylie sees the notification. Her lips curve into the faintest smirk. Then she opens Instagram stories and posts a new one. A close-up of her diamond anklet glinting in the sunset. Text overlay. Careful what you touch. It shines and burns. The world gasps. And somewhere in Beverly Hills that same night, Timothée's car pulls into a familiar driveway. Not his own. Los Angeles doesn't sleep. It glows. Especially when love, scandal, and fame collide under its neon skies. By the time the clock strikes 11:47 p.m., a black Range Rover slides through the quiet hills of Beverly Hills, engine humming low. Inside, Timothée Chalamet sits alone. The car's headlights wash over iron gates. Gates the world knows belong to one woman, Kylie Jenner. The cameras are waiting. Of course, they are. A cluster of paparazzi vehicles hides behind hedges and driveways, their lenses gleaming like wolves' eyes. The whispers online had already started an hour earlier. Timmy spotted heading west. Could it be her house? When the Range Rover slows to a stop, every camera clicks in sync. He steps out, hoodie up, face shadowed. He rings the security intercom once. A pause. Then the gates open. And the world loses its mind. Behind the golden contestant side, the Jenner mansion glows warm, modern, quiet. Marble floors, glass walls, the distant scent of vanilla candles. Kylie stands near the grand piano, barefoot in silk pajamas, a glass of rose in her hand. Her phone is face down on the counter when she hears the door open. Her heart doesn't race. It holds its breath. He walks in slowly. Their eyes meet, and for a heartbeat, the silence between them feels heavier than all the headlines. "You shouldn't be here," she says, voice steady. "Maybe not," he replies softly, stepping closer. "But I couldn't leave it like that. Nah." Like the Met, she looks at him, searching his face. "You left with someone." His jaw tightens. It wasn't what it looked like. A bitter laugh escapes her lips. It never is. The tension hangs thick, the kind of scene that feels written for a movie. Only this time, it's painfully real. Timothée takes a slow breath. "Kylie, you know what this life is." Every dinner becomes a headline. Every glance turns into gossip. She turns away, her hair cascading down her back like a curtain. "You think I don't know that? I built this circus." He moves closer, close enough that she can smell his cologne, wood, rain, and something nostalgic. "Then why do we keep letting it own us?" The words hang in the air, raw, real, and just when it feels like the walls might melt, she whispers, "Because we like the spotlight too much to walk away." The flash-out city outside the mansion. The photographers grow restless. A man whispers into a phone. He's been in there 25 minutes. No movement yet. Suddenly, a flicker of light. One of the tinted windows upstairs glows for a split second. The tabloids will use that photo tomorrow with captions like, "Kylie and Timothée reunite at midnight. Is the love still burning?" Inside, the two are sitting now, not arguing, not posing, just remembering. Kylie traces the rim of her glass. "Do you ever wonder if people love us for who we are or who we look like together?" He chuckles lightly, sad and sincere. "At this point, I'm not sure I know the difference." She studies him for a long moment. "You know what the problem is, Timothée?" "What?" "We looked good on camera. It makes people want to write fairy tales." He grins faintly. "And you hate that?" "I hate that they always want a happy ending." The cult clock blinks past midnight. The city hums outside like a secret. Then Kylie's phone rings. She frowns. Kris Jenner flashing across the screen. She answers, voice low. "Mom, it's late." On the other end, Kris sounds sharp, alert, and oddly excited. "Kylie, honey, TMZ has photos of Timothée's car outside your house. They're already running it. But listen to me carefully. This might not be bad." Kylie closes her eyes. "Mom, no, really," Kris continues, already in strategy mode. "If you two are seen together again, people will assume it's a reconciliation. It kills the cheating rumor. It gives us control back. You could even—" "Mom, please." Kylie cuts her off, voice trembling slightly. "Can you just not make this one a storyline?" Kris hesitates, softer now. "Sweetheart, everything's a storyline. You just get to decide who writes it." Kylie hangs up quietly. Timothée's watching her. "That was Kris." She nods. "She's already turning this into season 3. He smiles faintly. "She's good at it. She's the best." They both laugh, quietly, the tension breaking for just a second. The paparazzi trip outside. Things explode. The paparazzi lenses catch movement. The shadow of Timothée stepping out onto Kylie's balcony. A flash, another. One perfect, blurry shot. Kylie's silhouette behind him, framed by golden light. The next morning, that image hits every platform. Love rekindled. Kylie and Timothée's secret midnight meeting caught on camera. Back together, or just for show. Every entertainment channel runs it on loop. Fan pages create montages. TikTok floods with soft piano music and slowed down clips of them from months ago. But the truth, the real truth, is quieter. When the sun rose over Beverly Hills, Timothée had already left. He didn't stay the night. No hugs, no drama. Just a long conversation and a silent goodbye at the door. The morning after, Kylie scrolls through the headlines in her kitchen, robe tied loosely, hair messy, eyes tired. She smirks faintly at one photo, her own silhouette in gold light. They always catch what they want. She murmurs. Her phone buzzes again. A message from Timothée. Guess we gave them their happy ending. She types a reply, hesitates, deletes it. Instead, she opens Instagram and posts a story, a slow-motion video of her stirring coffee in a crystal mug, sunlight pouring across the marble counter. Caption, "Don't believe every fairy tale you read." Fans go insane. She's trolling us again. So they're not back. This woman plays chess while we play checkers. Kylie closes the app. Her reflection in the coffee surface looks calm. To calm. She picks up her phone again, this time opening her texts. She scrolls past Timothée's name, stops, scrolls back. Then she opens another message from an unknown number. It reads, "He's not who you think he is. Call me before it's too late." Kylie's breath catches. Her fingers hover above the screen. The camera of the mind zooms in, the queen of control, suddenly uncertain. The morning sun glows soft through the glass walls of Kylie's Hidden Hills mansion. But the peace doesn't last. Her phone keeps buzzing every few minutes. Another notification, another rumor, another storm. But one message stands out, the one that arrived just before dawn, from an unknown number. "He's not who you think he is. Call me before it's too late." She stares at it for a long time, the words burning into her mind. Her instinct says delete. Her heart says, maybe not yet. She takes a sip of iced coffee, scrolling through the latest headlines. Kylie and Timothée reunited, but for how long? Fans spot mystery call between Kylie's team and Netflix producer. Is this all a PR stunt? The last one makes her laugh, a single, tired laugh. Everything is a stunt in Hollywood, until it is and single quotes the cal at 9:14 a.m. Curiosity wins. Kylie dials the number. A woman answers, low voice, steady tone, American accent, but unfamiliar. "You shouldn't have gone back to him," she says quietly. Kylie frowns. "Who is this? Someone who's seen things you haven't." He's not done with her. Kylie's pulse quickens. Her who? Click. The line goes dead. She stares at her phone, frozen. Then, vibration. Another text comes in, this time with a photo attachment. A blurry image, Timothée, standing close to a woman at a private dinner. Her face half turned away, but Kylie recognizes the necklace instantly. It's one from Kendall's new jewelry line. Her stomach drops. Sister versus sister an hour later. Kylie storms into Kris Jenner's office, the one with the gold-framed photos and perfect lighting. Kris looks up from her laptop. "Morning, sweetie." Kylie slams the phone down in front of her. "What is this?" Kris squints, scrolling through the photo. Her face stays calm. To calm. "It could be anyone, Kylie. It's Kendall's necklace." Kris exhales, folding her hands. "You don't know that. And even if it is, it doesn't mean, Mom, he said he wanted to talk." "Not." She stops, shaking her head, voice trembling now. "I'm not doing this again. Not another Tristan situation. Not another public heartbreak where everyone thinks I'm the fool." Kris rises, walking to her daughter. "Then don't play the fool. Play the boss." Kylie looks up, eyes glossy but fierce. "You want me to spin this?" Kris smiles faintly. "You're Kylie Jenner. You don't spin. You own the narrative." The leaked video is later, while Kylie meets with her creative team to discuss the new Kylie Swim campaign. Chaos erupts online. A short clip leaks on X Twitter. Grainy, dimly lit, but unmistakable. Timothée and Kendall in what looks like a private lounge, laughing, leaning close, whispering. The caption reads, "This was 2 nights before the Met Gala. The internet implodes." Wait, Kylie's own sister. No way Kendall would do that. This family is wild. Protect Kylie at all costs. Kylie's assistant rushes into the office, pale. It's everywhere. TMZ, Daily Mail, everyone's got it. Kylie's face goes blank. She stands, slow and deliberate, and walks to the mirror. For a few seconds, she says nothing. Then, "Tell the glam team to cancel. No shoots today." Her team hesitates, but cancel everything. Timothée speaks be evening. The story becomes a full-blown media firestorm. Every talk show, every gossip vlog, every red carpet recap loops the same headline. Timothée caught with Kendall or clever deepfake. That night, Timothée posts on X for the first time in weeks. "Don't believe what you can't prove." It doesn't help. It makes everything worse. Comments explode, so he's not denying it. That's a guilty man tweet. Protect Kylie. She deserves better. Meanwhile, Kylie stays offline. She doesn't post, doesn't like, doesn't even appear in public until 10:03 p.m. when a single photo goes up on her Instagram story. A black background, white text. Betrayal hits hardest when it's in your own blood. The internet stops breathing. Kendall trends within minutes. Her comment section fills with fire emojis and broken hearts. The confrontation later that night. Kendall arrives at Kylie's mansion. She's wearing a hoodie, no makeup, eyes red. The guards let her in after a brief radio call. Kylie's waiting in the living room, arms crossed, face carved from ice. Kendall speaks first. "You think I'd do that to you? I don't know what to think anymore." Kendall pulls out her phone. "It's not what it looks like. That video, it was from a dinner for a brand collab. Mom was there." He came for 10 minutes. People filmed it and made it dirty. Kylie's jaw tightens. Then why didn't you say something sooner? I didn't know it was leaking. Kendall snaps. I'm your sister, Kylie. I'd never go there. Not with him. The silence stretches. Kylie looks away, blinking fast, her voice barely a whisper. It's not about him, Kenny. It's about trust. Kendall steps forward. Then trust me, you know I'm telling the truth. Kylie looks at her, eyes softening for the first time. Then she nods once, small, fragile, real. I want to believe you, she says. But someone's playing us. The trap unfolds next morning. Chris holds a family call. Her tone sharp, businesslike. Girls, listen. Someone in our circle is leaking footage. I'm already having our legal team track it. Kylie leans back in her chair, staring at her laptop screen. Whoever sent me that message knew this would happen. Chris frowns. What message? The one that said, he's not who you think he is. A silence falls over the call. Then Chris whispers, send it to me. Now, the twist hours later. Chris calls back, voice tight. Kylie, that number that texted you, it's registered to a production assistant from Keeping Up with the Kardashians from season 17. Kylie freezes. You're kidding. I'm not, Chris says grimly. Someone from inside the old team. Why would they do that? Chris exhales. Because, honey, someone's selling a story to Netflix. About you. About the breakup. Kylie's face hardens. They're making a documentary. Chris's voice drops. Worse. They're making a tell-all. And the working title is Kylie. The real story. The room goes silent. And for the first time, Kylie Jenner, the girl who built an empire on attention, feels truly exposed. The storm hits at dawn. Every major entertainment site drops the same bombshell headline within minutes. The Kylie Jenner tell-all. Former insiders expose secrets, lies, and the love triangle that shook Hollywood. A slick Netflix trailer follows a moody music, blurred paparazzi flashes, voices speaking over slow-motion clips of Kylie and Timothée walking red carpets. Then a whisper, low and chilling. The truth was never what it looked like. The internet ignites. Fans lose their minds. Is this even real? Kylie's team better sue. She doesn't deserve this level of invasion. By the time Kylie wakes up, the world has already decided she's the main character of a show she never agreed to star in. Damage control her phone explodes with calls. Chris, lawyers, brand reps. Even a Netflix exec begging to clarify the footage before the full documentary airs next week. Chris arrives at the mansion in all-black powerwear, sunglasses still on indoors. She sets her coffee down like she's landing a plane. Okay, Kylie. Deep breaths. We're going to fix this. Kylie sits at the kitchen island, scrolling through the trailer again. Her jaw tightens. They used footage from my private vacation. From the Caribbean. That's my voice on a call with Stassi. Chris nods grimly. We traced it. Whoever leaked it sold them old B-roll from one of our camera guys. He's already been fired. Fired? Kylie's voice breaks. Mom, they made it look like I cheated, like I was faking my relationship for clout. That's my life. Chris leans forward, calm but deadly. Then we take back the story. You're not their victim, Kylie. You're their headline. Kylie exhales, steadying herself. No interviews. No statements. Just me. One camera. Chris smiles. That's my girl. The press turns 3 days later. The world watches as the tell-all officially premieres. Clips dominate TikTok, teary ex-staffers, staged paparazzi, and one particularly cruel moment, a voice distorted claiming Kylie and Timothée were over months before the breakup went public. The rest was all marketing. The comment sections explode. She manipulated everyone. Fake love for fame. Disgusting. She fooled us all. Kylie watches the chaos unfold in real time. Sitting alone in her dimly lit living room, her reflection stares back from the black TV screen after the credits roll, tired but not broken. The next morning, she trends again, but this time for her silence. Kylie hasn't said a word since the documentary dropped. What's she planning? The revenge that evening, Kylie posts. Not a selfie, not an ad, not a bikini pic, a short film. The screen opens to the sound of crashing waves. The Caribbean sky glows pink. She walks barefoot across the sand. No makeup, no edits, just sunlight and truth. Her voice plays softly over the footage. They say the camera never lies, but it does every day. It cuts what hurts and keeps what sells. I built an empire on being seen, but no one ever really looked. A pause. The shot cuts to her silhouette against the sunset. I've made mistakes. I've loved wrong. I've trusted worse. But I've never faked my heart. The video ends with a single line of text. This is my story. The rest is noise. Within minutes, it shatters the internet. Celebrities repost. Fans flood her comments with crying emojis and hearts. She reclaimed it. The queen of PR just outplayed Netflix. This is how to handle a smear campaign. Chris calls, voice full of pride. It's brilliant, raw, real. You won them back. But Kylie doesn't sound relieved. Mom, I didn't do it for them. The unexpected message at night. As the world praises her comeback, her phone buzzes again. A message, Timothée, just watch your video. Proud of you. I'm sorry for everything. She stares at the screen, heart heavy, for the first time in weeks. She doesn't know what to feel. Anger, nostalgia, forgiveness. After a long pause, she types one sentence. We were real, even if the world wasn't. Then she puts her phone face down and walks outside. The closing Senate night air in Calabasas is soft and warm. The pool reflects 1,000 tiny stars. Somewhere far away, a paparazzo's camera flashes through the bushes, desperate for one last shot of the comeback queen. Kylie smiles faintly, knowing they'll never really stop. But this time, she's ready. She looks up at the sky and whispers, half to herself, half to the universe. You can't cancel a woman who owns her story. Her reflection ripples in the water, strong, unbothered, untouchable. The empire still stands. The headlines keep spinning, and Kylie Jenner, for better or worse, remains the sun they all orbit.